Hello, social media. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Hello, all of you, and just welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous exclusive inspirational channel. I am so happy to make it in the hot seat on tonight and to be here. I tell you, I can say that, being a influencer and, showing up every day, sometimes that can be a challenge because you have everyday life that gets in the way as well. And, we continue to push and show up, and, go for it, right? So it's Monday, it's April 7th, and it is 9:32 p.m. It has been raining all day in Virginia. And let me say to you that I have been just wanting to rest and sleep, and to really nurture myself back together again, because I had hurt my back, like I think last week on the March 28th. And it's now the 7th of April. So it's, steady getting better and feeling better. And so, yes, it can be frustrating because you want it to completely heal right away. Well, anyway, before we go ahead and get into it, check out my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from in my name. Check out Unstoppable. And check out the Lakitatsharpe success story, from struggle to success. So, check that out. And, yeah. So, I didn't leave them up there long enough. Let me leave them up there. Sorry. So, yeah. So, check out two of my life stories, Unstoppable and the Lakitatsharpe success story, from struggle to success. And you guys, if you want to be added to my email list, feel free to add your email address to my email list so that you can receive the updated blogs and the updated, the updated insights, newsletters and stuff like that. Okay, so you guys following me, you guys with me, you guys are comfortable. I hope wherever you are comfortable. So let me dive into it. I know you're frustrated. I know you are frustrated. I know you have been going through, so long, and you have been, just, going through a lot of different things in your life. You're dealing with finances, and you're ready for a change in finances. You've been chasing a dream, and it's been a long time. Of course I can relate to you and know how that feels, because when you want more and when you strive for more, it becomes frustrating when you can't get it in the time that you want it to come. I'm sure that maybe while your parents were making you to come inside of the world, maybe they had to try a couple of times before you appeared, and before you was planted in your mommy's belly. So if, you may not have come, at the time where they may have wanted you to come, or you may have just showed up, and was a surprise baby, however. But with that being said, all of this is in the timing of God. Everything is in the timing of God. And I remember, reading the Bible and studying Jesus or whatever, and he's like, he was on the cross and was like, Father, why have you forsaken me? But God, the Lord, the Father, delivered him, and took him up, took his life, and he was able to leave and transition to heaven, from dealing with all that pain. But he didn't forsake Jesus. He came when he came. And I know it seemed like it may be a long time. I know it may seem like you have been going through so much and you're like, when, God? When? You're like, when? I'm frustrated, God. When are you coming, Lord? And I know you're saying this, and you're like, what you want. You're trying to make it there. The place that you're trying to reach, a place where you no longer have to worry about bills and stress out about, paying for meals at the restaurant, stress out about, getting your car fixed, stress out about, different things, and you are ready, literally you are ready for a transition. You think God doesn't know? Do you think God doesn't know? I was literally watching TV, and on the screen, 2 words came up. Or I would say 6 words, should I say. The first word said transition. Transitioning. That's what it says. I think it said transitioning. And then it says, you are not alone. Transitioning. You are not alone. Sometimes transitioning takes time. Excuse me. You know how you get a new phone and you get like a new phone or whatever, and you have to transition one phone, the old phone, and transition it to the new phone, all of your information, if you can do that with your company or whatever. So you transition from the old to the new. It's taking, and it might take a moment it's not going to go right away. It's not going to happen immediately. It takes a little time for all your files, for everything to transition to the new phone. So I'm here to say to you that it's taking time for everything to transition over. You get what I'm saying? For everything to transition over. It's taking time. It's not like a sudden transition. It's kind of like the way this is happening, it's kind of how can I say, it's steady. It's moving, but it's gradually moving. It's gradually moving, and you don't know what way God is going to bless you, because you can be looking over there, but he's sending a blessing from over there. You get what I'm saying? You looking over there, but he could be sending a blessing over, over here or whatever. Over here. So, I know what you feel, man. Princess, queen, I know what you're going through, and just like, stay in position, continue to move forward, continue to be consistent, continue on, All you got to do is just press forward. That's it. Press forward. You have been steady in the race. You have been steady moving. And you just have to, you got to just push forward. Do you think God do not see your struggle? Do you think God do not see your hardship? Do you think God doesn't see you have bills due? Do you think God doesn't see, that you have, maybe you're in pain somewhere in your body? Maybe you hurt somewhere and you're waiting for God to heal you, so you can feel better. And it's gradually taking its time, but it's coming. It's gradually taking its time, but it's coming. So, I know your frustration. I know your frustration. Well, you guys, hang in there. Hang in there. You see, we are not messing with an amateur. When it comes to God, He is not an amateur. He knows what He's doing. He's a professional. You know how if you have a house, right? And you got things in the house that you need to fix in your bathroom, the plumbing. You want to call a professional. You don't want to call maybe like a 5-year-old newborn baby and saying, can you fix my plumbing? Can you fix my bathroom? Because you're like, do they know how to fix it? Are they prepped for this? Can I trust them to handle this job yet? They can't even walk yet, or 2-year-old, 1-year-old or whatever. And you're like, hey, you get what I'm saying. You want to call someone who is capable, who knows the job, who's been preparing for the job, and who's a professional to come in and do the job. But yeah. So not saying that no one can't perform the job, but a little baby is a baby and they need help. So it's gonna be hard for them to do that, I'm sure. But anyway, yeah. So you guys just stay motivated. Continue to move. Continue to press. Because God is not an amateur. He is not an amateur. God is not an amateur, babe. Okay, I know you are frustrated. I know you are frustrated. But, God knows. God knows, okay? All right, it's all in the plan, and it's gonna work the way that it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. Okay? So, yeah. All is well. You guys are with me. You guys, I will see you guys in the next video. I think I'm going to do another video. So I will see you guys in the next video. You guys, stay warm, if it's cold where you are. Because it's a little chilly where I am. A little kind of chilly a little bit because it's been raining all day. But, yeah. So you guys drink some tea, relax, All right. Well, anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen. We are the chosen ones. See you later.